Boom. 3 million damage, guys. 3 million. Hey guys, Cold Brew here. Welcome back to another raid video. We are on the test server today, playing with Nice, the Shadow Thief, the brand new mythical added to the game, and you guessed it, he's powerful. He has a really strong A3 skill. We're gonna go over the skills in just a second, but I've been playing through with this champion today. Tried him in the Hydra, tried him on the clan boss in the specific setup, and he does some good damage. I mean, he's not gonna be a clan boss champion, to be honest. He's gonna be more so for Hydra and maybe so for PvP. We're gonna test him for PvP here today. Haven't tested him yet, and I have something else hiding for you guys, which we're gonna test after everything, and we're basically gonna retest everything because, like, we get some souls on the test server, right? Not that many, and I had lots of souls here. I sold everything in order to try and get this one. I got a 6-star soul for him by accident. I was just trying to get like a 2-star. I got a 6-star. I mean, what are the odds? Okay, so we're gonna test that. Also, crushing rend or even the brand new blessings. We can test everything. Brand new blessing, I don't think any one of those fits in this scenario because he cannot like inflict any debuffs, so he's not gonna benefit from this. I think crushing rend is still much more powerful. I don't think any of the new blessings will go with him. And then a 6-star blessing, I mean, crushing rend feels like a must-have. Get that 32%, is it? Ignore defense. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna test that out later. So his skills, what form are we gonna be using on him? We're gonna use the first form on him because it's his attack-based form. I have him in a cruel set and a savage set, giving him lots of damage through the stats: 7,500, 283 crit damage, 200 speed. We're looking good, right? What are his skills? His skills: A1, attacks one enemy, ignore shield and killable block damage. This works very well for what? Yes, you guessed it, for PvP. And since his damage is based on HP and attack, I thought, okay, maybe I should mix those stats together. But I've built him heavily on attack because of his basically his first form. I thought probably the multipliers will be more heavily towards this one. I didn't want to build him just through HP, but we're gonna see when he switches forms. Sometimes when we go over in the Hydra, his damage is still great in there because of this kind of mix of skills he has. So attacks all enemies, that's his AoE. The attack will not trigger counterattacks and ignores shield buffs. Pretty good for PvP stuff, and can also steal Terminator. If the enemies have more than 50% Terminator, you'll also ignore their resistance. Pretty cool. Then a single target, double damage dealing on bosses. Can also destroy max health and decrease attack, defense, speed, resistance, and accuracy by 10% on the first hit on a target. So it's not like you can stack this up, but it will... it's my guess it will be giving you those extra stats instead for each target you hit with the A3. Pretty cool. Also places a block revive, so you can definitely one-shot champions with this one, but this does not ignore the shield. So if they've got like a bolster set on, they won't die from this, I don't think. We'll see. He's got a passive where he deals 5% more damage for each 10% health the target has lost. This can be pretty nice. Also prevents his champion's death, so he cannot die from a one-shot hit. What happens is it keeps them alive on 1 HP when hit, and then transforms them into the alternate form. I'm not sure how this works if somebody attacks you, like tries to get in that final hit, and it's not like an unkillable buff. You don't gain an unkillable buff, you just stay alive on 1 health. So it's pretty interesting passive. Gonna keep him alive, and then he transforms into this thing, which is like an eagle of sorts, I guess. Lightning eagle. Looks pretty cool. And has a double hitting attack based on HP. HP, again here, does provoke as an AoE. Can also stun. This cannot be resisted. And then removes all debuffs. And then places continuous heal on this champion equal to the amount of debuffs removed. Counterattack and block damage also as well. Cannot be removed, stolen, or transferred. Pretty cool skill to have. And also, look at this. Increases champion's max HP, defense, speed, resistance, and accuracy by 15% for every dead enemy and ally, including bosses and their minions in battle. Stacks up to 100%. So this is a pretty strong skill. Makes him very, very tanky and very fast. Also, in such situations, can be a very interesting form to try out. And you can switch between forms. It's not like he has to be, he has to go to 1 health in order to transform. So you can switch between forms if you want to. But I found the first form just the one I loved to test and see his damage potential. So masteries went for Helm Smasher and defensive route for the counter attacks, extra damage basically. If you want to go accuracy, you can. But I mean, most of the time, you're not going to give him any more accuracy here. And this, you don't care about the resistance if they're more than 50% turn meter. So sounds like a win-win situation to go defensive and count for those counterattacks for him to do some solid damage. So let's go and test him out. I'll do the blessing right after, but what I wanted to show you guys very quickly is his skills. Let's go over to the Hydra and let's try on hard because we can test this out. We've got a strong team here. Definitely get some extra damage from Feral here because the buffs he places plus his passive gives us a lot more damage. And we also have protection gear on, I believe Feral. I believe I have it on Feral. If not, then yeah, we still get a lot more damage based on the number of buffs we have. We get an increased attack from Grand Oak plus the ally attack. So it's a pretty solid team. We get defense down weekend from Venus. We have lots of damage. We got provokes. This team does not have revive, so that's one of the negatives. But let's have a look. All right. Let's put an increased resistance. We just boost everybody up with buffs. And let's do the provoke first, just to keep that head of decay out the way. Now, we can actually hit this head, or I'm actually going to go with the AoE first. Let's have a look at the damage here. See, hit for about 150k on everybody. Not that great, obviously, as an AoE attack, but still looks pretty good. Look at how low we drop that head of torment. I actually want to drop it so we don't get the fears when the perfect veil goes out. So now that I've dropped it, I'm basically okay. And I wanted to show you guys the single target damage there. If I can land like a defense down weekend, I would rather do that before we start hitting. Go the A1, do like an AoE attack with the archer. Look at the damage by the archer, by the way. So if we compare the head that's down now and our AoE attacks, let's see, we got about 300k there. Pretty solid damage. And remember, we do more damage when the enemies start dropping in health. So we see my Cubitus, who's built pretty well. He's doing like 600k. His single target on heads that are down, I believe, is about 1 million to 1.5 million. Got to double check that, of course. So we've got defense down weekend on this head. Let's have a look. Do we have an increased attack? Yes. Not that many buffs, so we don't really get the benefit from Feral. We need 4 buffs or higher. So this hit, how much is it going to be, guys? Guess it in the comments right now. You won't guess it. You won't guess it. But let's have a look. Remember, I don't have a blessing on him yet. But let's have a look. Boom! 3 million damage, guys. 3 million damage on just a defense down weekend. And remember, it's not like I have crazy stuff on my crazy buffs or anything on my team. So imagine with protection gear and everything. Look at that. The archer did like 2 million maybe in total with that. So let's buff up. There we go. More buffs. Feels good. Let's do like ally attack. I think if I had a very good merciless set on him, we would have seen something really special here because of the reduction in cooldowns on the 4-piece bonus, plus the increased amount. I think it's 35% of your damage gets ignored defense. So it would have been much better. I just don't have good merciless. So let's see Cupidus AoE now here. So we hit for about 2.5, I think was the amount. Let's see. Let's do buffs again. The heads are up. I would love to get some like a defense down weekend here, so we can hit on these guys. But let's just wait it out. Let's do an AoE. Let's see the AoE here. So 300k, we got a weak hit there. Didn't hit that much on these ones because of the buff, which comes up when they revive. The heads revive. So interesting so far. There's a nice counter attack there. We're kind of low on speed, so let's have a look at Cubitus A3. How much damage does that do? 1.6 here, and we did a 3 million hit there. It's a 3-turn cooldown. It's pretty low, so hopefully I can get it. Didn't get it. It's fine though. It's fine. really want to get that Head of Torment out the way because it's messing up my teams. And I'm not going to drag it out. I'm just going to do a little bit more damage, guys. And we're going to just drop out, test everything else, and then we're going to go with the Blessing, all right? So stick with the video. It should be very interesting with the Blessing. Just imagine minimum 30% extra damage from what you just saw. It's going to be 4 million, which is insane. Insane. But yeah, the Merciless set, it's fantastic. If you can get that going on your champions, it's huge. 9-piece bonus. Ugh. It's sickening. Actually, let's have a look at the damage the A3 does on the head that it's not down. So it's about half health. Still have the passive, so should do like 1 million, right? 700k. I thought it was gonna do way more than that, but it's still 700 million. 700,000. It's imagine 700 million. 700,000 is still pretty strong. So still doing solid damage. Get some buffs going. Get AoE through. Defense down weaken wherever we can. Not that many targets. So AoE attack. 830k. Now the AoE attack here. Just want to do one more A3. Just want to do one proper A3 on this head, and then we'll call it. Remember, no Blessing. It's just a huge. The difference with the Blessing is gonna be very noticeable. Just because the 900 extra attack. I mean, what else can you ask for? Oh, okay. At least he didn't die there. Oh, he wouldn't have died. He would have transformed. Maybe I should hit it so it. I wonder if he's gonna transform on his own. I wanted to show you guys the damage when he transforms, and it happens in the Hydra because of that stupid reflect. Probably when the Head of Wrath attacks us, we're gonna suffer a little bit. Let's remove the counter, the reflect there. Let's see. All right. Get your turn. Hey. Got attack there. So when we hit for about 0.5 mil, I believe. So what's this hit gonna be? 5 buffs on us. Let's see. 3.3. I think that was Helm Smasher, probably with something else. So now we switched on the form, right? Remember, this happens when you drop to 1 health. So let's see the AoE now. AoE attack on this form based on health, which I wasn't trying to get any health on him. So did 400k. I mean, on the heads that are down, it's not much, but it's not like he becomes unusable until you get him back to his other form. So unfortunately now I have to basically wait out on him in order to get his cooldown through for metamorph, which is about 4 turns. So he should have 2 turns, right? So I could do counter attack on him plus block damage. That's pretty nice. Keeps him alive, but he heals through his A1 when he attacks. So that's how it goes. But let's end the battle. I'm guessing the most amount of damage is going to be on Archer because of Hex, but I could be wrong. So let's end the battle. 14 million, 13.6. Yeah, Hex brings in a lot more damage to the team, and the champion that applies the Hex sees the extra damage there. Cupido did 18 million, by the way. Just those A1s, quite insane. But he does have a Blessing. So if the fight went for much longer, I think Nice would have had more damage going through. But the insane hit from the A3 is just beautiful. So let's go, and I'll show you guys the team I'm built for the Clown Boss. Unfortunately, on Ultra Nightmare, unfortunately, it went on Force, so I couldn't really test it. I'll just show you guys. It's a Wixwell team plus buff duration increase. And then we have Nice here with basically just trying to see how much damage he does. So for a 1500 turn team, it's not a lot. But I just wanted to show that you can possibly throw him in there. If you have the ally, the buff increased champions, it can be rares, honestly, and it's going to work. You just need a shield. And then a good Wixwell with the reflex, basically to make it safe. And that's basically it. So quick battle. I think it's around 160 million. It's what we're going to do on Nightmare. Didn't want to show you guys on Force. But he works, right? He works. He does some solid damage. His passive is very interesting. Okay, so 104 million force again. I mean, come on. His passive is very interesting because I don't think it works on clan boss, because I've tested it when the boss was like at 1% health. I wasn't doing this amount of damage, much more damage on the boss. So here on just this normal team, look at all the buffs we have. My Androck has the protection sets on, which gives a lot of damage based on the number of buffs you have. Unfortunately, because of the number of buffs I have, I cannot protect from stuns. I just have too many buffs here with this team. I should have replaced something, but anyway, I just wanted to test it out. I have a defense down on the boss. Solid with a weekend, it would have been about 25% more damage. Or is it 20? No, it's 25 on everybody. So the damage numbers would have been higher, but what I wanted to see basically was his A3 on bosses, and it's not that great on the clan boss. It's not that great, his A3. So his A2 does about 180, his A3 does about 500k, and his A1 does about 150. So not that much considering all the buffs that I have. I have like an increased attack. I have Androck's protection bonus, and then I just attack whenever I want, and that's basically it. I could see him maybe no, because he applies a protected protection, a protected counterattack buff, so that can actually drop, right? You cannot be increased, if I remember correctly. So, but look, no, they actually can get increased. Which ones did I think? No, it's the protected shield from the bolster set that cannot get increased. All right, I was confusing it a little bit. But he does like solid damage for clan boss in this specific team that goes on for like 1500 turns. So let's have a look at him in like a damage test team for dungeons. Let's go stage 23. Let's see if I can just very quickly give him some damage and test it out. Let's put in Arbiter in there. Let's give in and Lydia. So that's basically my testing. I'm not gonna add more champions in there. I don't see the point. Like, never gonna run Ban Alcazar in there. You're never gonna run Gerptok. Most of the time you're gonna run an increased attack and a defense down weekend. So that's way more realistic than anything else. So let's see the AoE here on these guys. 150, 160k. Not that great. Not that great considering all the stats that I have on him. But his A3 does some very solid damage. Very solid damage, which we should see right now. Let's see. 268 plus the block revive. Love that. Let's exit and go test him on some classic arena. All right, let's go fight Nubrate here. He has the same thoughts with this champion. He's probably gonna post a video or something on him. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at his damage potential. So what I want to be doing here is just, I want to test his A2, I want to test his A3. So I think the A3 is better to do it first, because at least then you'll have got a weak hit there. At least then you'll have like a block revive. I cannot block revive this guy, so I'd rather do it on Arbiter. She will have damage mitigated by this one, but I still think I can one-shot her. Let's see. Huh. Wow, is the damage mitigation that much? Couldn't get through her. That's insane. With the increased attack? Wow. Okay. Let's boost again. I'm gonna try the AoE now. Because the A3 I tried, didn't work. Try the AoE. Good damage, unkillable there. That was huge. Oh, I got a reset on the reset. Let's see. Doesn't the A1 ignore block damage buffs? Shield and killable block damage. So I can do this. Kill him. Okay. Really nice. Let's see. Arbiter reviving there. No, actually we can sleep. There you go. Sleep that one again. Let's hit Arbiter. Oh, he's got the shield set on. Let's do the AoE. good damage. So the lower they drop, the more damage you're doing. So remember that. In terms of PvP, he's not surprising. He seems a little bit low on damage for PvP. Let's see. Like he doesn't do that much, is what I'm saying. Let's see the A3 here on like a support. I mean, how much defense can Patrick have? 108,000. It's alright. It's alright. I mean, we should be one-shotting stuff like Patrick, but imagine a bolster set there. You cannot ignore the bolster set. So, oh, he's gonna be annoying with armaments, is he? Hey. Okay, we transform. We dropped actually there. How did he die? Was the extra hit from her that powerful? He wasn't supposed to die. The heck? He wasn't supposed to die. I guess he did. Yes, he did. We got killed by an epic. You gonna transform? No. That was it. That was it for the transforms. All right, I think it's time to test the blessing now, because PvP wise, he's not making me want to try him out in PvP. PvE, he looks good. PvP, eh. All right, let's exit. Let's exit. I don't know how he died there. He should have just transformed. I guess the extra hit just took him out. So let's give him the blessing. Go crushing rend. And let's have some fun. All right. Have some fun. So his overall stats at the moment are 7.5, 283. This is going to jump. This is going to jump now once I apply crushing rend. Look at this. We jump to 8.4, 328. Get some extra accuracy and stuff, extra speed. So much better. So much better. So, in terms of the dungeons, we can definitely do the test again and see with the blessing, he should be able to. If he doesn't wipe out the wave, I'll be so disappointed. But let's see. All right, he did like 210k, comparing it to 150, 140 we did before. But again, he did not clear the wave, which is kind of sad. But let's see if he can. How much damage is this gonna do? I don't know. 664k. Okay, much better than before. The enemy was much lower health, but that was interesting. So crushing rend here is not gonna give us much in terms of beating these ones, but it's only like a 6% because it's based on the levels. But we do have extra attack, extra crit damage from it, so should see much higher numbers. So we boost. Try the A3. Try the A3 on this guy. 94k, barely killing him, I feel like. And then do the A2. I like attack team. Looks cool. So let's see. See the A2 here. Yeah, 140k on the epic. It's alright. It's alright. But again, I don't think PvP wise he's gonna be replacing Narcissus or Taras. Not so much. But for Hydra, this is the part that you guys were waiting for. This is what you want to see, right? So let's go in there. Same kind of comp as before, not changing anything. But that can't believe I got a 6-star. But that 6-star blessing, it's gonna be important here. So defense down, weaken. All right, let's apply the provoke. Let's try the AoE attack here. Let's see. All right, it hits for 200k, comparing it to before. Not like we did much better before, but see. All right, let's start killing that annoying head. Go 480k. Probably gonna get feared here. I didn't. All right, that's surprising. Hey, buffs got stolen. That's annoying. All right, let's remove those. Let's try and get that torment down before everything expires. All right, there it is. It's down. Still gonna do the A2 here. 600k from the A2 now. I don't want to hit on the force head. That's why I didn't do anything. All right, there's that head down. That's what we tested before, right? So we hit 390 with Cupidus. Not that amazing. So defense down, weaken. Yeah. Defense down, weaken, and then we have the hexes on and stuff. Yes. Let's test it out. 5.1 million. There we go. 5.1 million. I think, like, I mean, yeah, he's got a long cooldown now of another 2 turns, but it's still very nice. Still very, very nice, the damage there. We hit on a magic head also. 627 or 967. Which one was it? Let's see his A1. 1.1 from his A1 with the crushing rend. The best blessing in the game for PvE stuff. Obviously the best blessing. I mean, how can you say not? We got a weak hit there. That's sad. Gonna get the stupid buff on. The poison cloud, which you can use a blessing to have a chance to ignore it, which makes no sense for me. Let's see. AoE. All right, 950k. Crushing rend, such a huge difference. So when I was doing the video at the start, I guessed like 1 million extra damage from the 30%, but the extra crit damage, the extra attack, plus the ignore defense, it just shows how strong he becomes here. Obviously, we're on hard difficulty. On Nightmare, this would be not the same, but still. Look at that. Weak hit. 662,000. So a non-crit did 600k. Still okay with that as a number. So let's call it. Let's end the battle. Let's see the damage recap. 37 million. We did 11.5. That easy. And half of that was from one skill. So cool. With nice here with the crushing and a 6-star blessing. I liked it. Let's free regroup. That's it, guys, for this video. Just a showcase of this dude. Obviously, he's a Hydra damage dealer, huge damage dealer. It seems like the trend going that way with Plarium, just adding champions that are really good for the Hydra, either supports, either damage dealers. Lots of mythicals. The last mythicals we had are good damage dealers. They're just adding more options basically for players who summon them from the primals, right? And they happen to get them, so they know, okay, I can do Hydra damage now. Is not even close to what Trunda does. I'm guessing Trunda is gonna get nerfed soon. Well, soon. I shouldn't say soon. I'm guessing Trunda is gonna get nerfed, because if all players are going for Trundas, then why would they care about the mythicals that do good damage, right? But if you have a mythical that can do millions of damage with a single hit, then imagine on how players would prefer start going for these types of champions. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.